Now, with all the stories making the headlines, it's the very latest ITV News.
Good evening. The King has used his traditional Christmas broadcast to praise his and Princess Kate's selfless medical teams. His message came at the end of a year when both underwent treatment for cancer. This morning, they were among the senior royals attending church on the Sandringham estate. Here's our royal editor, Chris Shipp.
With the walk to the 11 o'clock church service at Sandringham today, royal tradition was maintained. But no year has been quite like the last one. As the Princess of Wales held tightly to the hand of her youngest son, Prince Louis, she might have been reflecting on how, this time last year, no one in this family knew that cancer would touch two of them in 2024. The other difference from Christmas morning last year was the notable absence of Prince Andrew and his former wife, the Duchess of York. Their eldest daughter was there. Beatrice decided not to travel abroad to her in-laws as she's due to have her second child in early 2025. So as they filed into church, much to reflect on from a year none of them expected to have.
I am speaking to you today from the chapel of the former Middlesex Hospital in London.
This year's Christmas message was recorded in a place with medical connections for reasons the King himself explained.
All of us go through some form of suffering at some stage in our life. From a personal point of view, I offer special heartfelt thanks to the selfless doctors and nurses who this year have supported me and other members of my family through the uncertainties and anxieties of illness, and have helped provide the strength, care and comfort we have needed.
The King was, of course, talking about his and the Princess of Wales's cancer treatment this year. Another significant event which moved the King in the last 12 months was the reaction to the killings of 3 girls in Southport, the riots which erupted across the country in the following days. In his message today, the King focused on the unity rather than the division.
I felt a deep sense of pride here in the United Kingdom when, in response to anger and lawlessness in several towns this summer, communities came together, not to repeat these behaviours, but to repair.
It was, said the King,
Why not?
in a spirit of understanding that he conveyed his Christmas wishes.
I wish you and all those you love a most joyful and peaceful Christmas.
Back at Sandringham, the King was able to leave church knowing his younger brother Andrew wouldn't be making any headlines for the wrong reasons, so Charles and Kate could focus on spending the day with those closest to them. The family will now dial down their public engagements before what will be, we are told, a near-to-normal service as possible next year. Chris Shipp, ITV News.
Some of the day's other news now, and dozens of people have died after a passenger plane crashed in Kazakhstan. 67 people were on board when the Azerbaijan Airlines flight caught fire as it attempted an emergency landing, but authorities say 29 people have survived. Russia has launched a barrage of missiles into Ukraine, striking its energy infrastructure. President Zelensky accused Vladimir Putin of deliberately choosing Christmas for the attack, branding it inhumane. And here, a man's been arrested on suspicion of attempted murder after a car hit pedestrians in London's West End. Police were called in the early hours of this morning. They say it was an isolated incident and not terror-related. Finally, however far from home you might be this Christmas, spare a thought for the crew of the International Space Station.
We want to send our heartfelt Merry Christmas, and we hope you have a wonderful holiday.
2 of the NASA astronauts currently aboard were only supposed to be on an 8-day mission, and that was back in June, but they still managed to enter into today's festivities from 250 miles above the Earth. That's all from us for now. We're back with the late news at 11:20 tonight. For now, do enjoy the rest of your Christmas day. Bye-bye.